So the parents came home a little on the buzz side. Pops kisses the babysitter. Now what?
Gretchen wrote us last week and was like, Bert Show, help. I had a strange moment last weekend. I would say this is a strange moment for sure. The family she was babysitting for, they got home. They went to a wedding. They open bar, clearly. They came home a little toasted in their Uber, and the wife was really drunk, so she went straight to bed. And so babysitter Gretchen says, after cleaning up a little bit with Dad, he handed me the money and kissed me, and I didn't pull away immediately. I kind of kissed him back for like a second.
Kind of like a knee-jerk reaction almost, right?
And then she's like, and then there was a pause, and then he said, I guess we'll call you when we need you again. So nothing was said about the kiss. It's almost like it didn't happen, but it definitely did. So she's like, do I quit or never go back? Do I let the wife know? Like what? There's so many ways to handle this. And I was saying just ghost.
Just don't say anything at all. Just don't ever work there ever again. What'd you say, Ma?
I think she should say something. Because even if it doesn't like pan out for her and it doesn't help her, it may help the person that comes in and babysits after her. So I think she should say something.
Maybe you do have that kind of responsibility. I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. Just bail on the whole thing.
I just thought there's no way that she could tell the wife that and the wife would just believe her. You know, like even when they have proof, the women will go and fight the other woman. Like, even when it was the man that kissed and did the kissing. So I'm like, I just think a wife's going to be like, yeah, okay, no.
Right.
She probably won't believe her, but she might believe the next person if it were to happen again, because you can't deny it twice.
All right, Cassie has the email update.
I talked to another friend of mine. The girl has babysat for the family before. I swore her to secrecy and told her what happened. She seemed completely shocked. She was blown away. She's babysat for this family many times over the past couple of months. She said that has never once happened to her. I can also honestly say that this girl is much more attractive than I am. So if it never happened with her, then I think this may have been an exception. Maybe he had a lot more alcohol than he could handle. My friend really thinks they are a nice family and he's a nice guy. She understands why I'd be hesitant, but she encouraged me not to say anything and to give him another chance. She said if she had the time herself, she wouldn't hesitate to babysit for them again. So, after talking to her, I decided to just forget it ever happened. I'm not going to say anything to his wife. They also asked me if I was available on Wednesday, and I said yes.
No, on Wednesday?
So, I'll let you know how that goes, but after talking to my friend, I think it will be fine.
Why? What's that day of the week? What is that particular day of the week? You're like, not Wednesday.
Because I was thinking I got to put the update on Saturday or Thursday on the schedule.
I was like, Wednesday is naughty night.
Just making a mental note on the air. Write that down.
What's the problem here?
Not Wednesday.
Am I concerned for her safety? No, it's a scheduling issue.
Makes sense.
I hope I can squeeze it in.
Totally makes sense now. Sorry.
I think that's a real mistake right there, man. Maybe it was a kiss this time. Maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion, but it doesn't feel like a safe environment to me. And I wouldn't want to if this was my daughter, I wouldn't want my daughter putting herself in that situation again. I would just not show up at all. You don't get the benefit of the doubt that's sexual assault.
It is.
It's a kiss. It's a kiss without any kind of consent whatsoever. So I'm not putting myself in that situation again.
She said she kind of kissed him back. No, she didn't say, yes, you may kiss me, but she did kind of kiss him back.
And though it's no fault to her, just coming back, like usually creeps like him, it'll give him a reason to feel like what he did was okay.
That's what I'm feeling, man.
You show up and you don't give any resistance.
You never said anything to my wife.
Right.
Here I am. You know what happened. I know what happened. So maybe he tries something a little more aggressive. Cassie, what would you do here?
I would tell the wife, honestly, because it's a power dynamic. You're talking about technically an employer and an employee taking advantage of a power dynamic. And I don't care how drunk you are. That's not an excuse. I'm sorry. Being drunk is not an excuse to hit on someone outside of your marriage, especially someone in your employ who is in your house taking care of your kids. It's weird and it's gross, and she needs to speak up, not only so the wife knows what's going on, but again, to protect any other babysitters. And just because her friend is hotter than her, that is relative. It doesn't matter if you think someone else is more attractive than you and they didn't get hit on, so you're making it up in your head. That's not how it works. So you got to say something if it happens.
So I don't know how old she is, but for whatever reason, I'm assuming she's like in her teens or early 20s. If I'm a parent, I want to know that. That's not something that you report to your parents and tell them what's going on.
That's when you start keeping secrets from your parents, especially about that kind of stuff.
Maybe you're thinking, I just want that money. If I tell my dad, I know he's going to make a scene. I won't get that babysitting job again, Mo.
Yeah, I feel like as much as it sucks, like most teenage women in that situation might keep it from their parents out of fear of what would happen if they were to say something, especially to like your dad, because I couldn't imagine my daughter telling me something like that.
You run over there and knock on the door.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll check with her on Thursday because it's happening on Wednesday.
Yay.
Mental note.
Not Wednesday.
The Bert Show.